In the 1950s, a child playing ball in Santos streets conquered the world 3 times. Pelé. Years later in Buenos Aires, another child shocked the world with the hand of God. Maradona. 2 legends, 2 miracles, 1 question. Who is football's true God? Here are the 2 giants before you. A Brazilian child danced barefoot with the ball while the world didn't yet know his name. But very soon, everyone would. His name was Edson Arantes de Nascimento, but the world would remember him by another name, Pelé, football history's legend. A legend's birth began with poverty, but talent and determination were enough to overcome every obstacle that stood before him. 1956, 15-year-old Pelé joined Santos Football Club and began writing history on the field before him. 1958 World Cup. A 17-year-old wonder child mesmerized the world in Sweden with his magical performance. He scored 2 goals against Sweden in the final match. Brazil won the World Cup for the first time. A star was born. 1961. He went on a world tour with Santos. Thousands came to every match just to watch him play brilliantly. 1962. Brazil won the World Cup again, but Pelé only played 2 matches due to a devastating injury. 1966 World Cup. In England, he suffered brutal fouls repeatedly. His team was eliminated, leaving him deeply disappointed. He said he would never play in another World Cup, but 4 years later, he returned stronger than ever before. 1970 Mexico World Cup. At 30 years old, Pelé was at his career peak and would prove it magnificently. Brazil's team was the best squad in history. Jairzinho, Rivelino, Tostão, but the star among stars was Pelé himself. They defeated Italy 4-1 in the final match. Pelé scored a magnificent header goal. It was a perfect victory. He became the only footballer to win 3 World Cups. The world now saw him not just as a player, but as a legend. 1974, he left Santos and transferred to New York Cosmos. He was bringing football to America at last. In America, he made millions who knew nothing about football fall in love with the game. Cosmos matches were packed with endless crowds. 1977. At 37 years old, he ended his professional career. He scored 1,279 goals in 1,282 matches. He left the field, but never distanced himself from football. He became UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador, inspiring young people everywhere. No athlete in world history received as much global love as he did. Pelé was not just a footballer to the world. He was a symbol of peace, unity, and sports power. 2 countries stopped their war to watch his match unfold. His football was art, poetry, and hope combined. What he did with the ball was humanity's common language, uniting everyone. In the final days of 2022, the world bid him eternal farewell. But his legacy remained immortal forever. The football world mourned deeply. From Brazil to Italy, from America to Africa, everyone wept together. He was the king. Pelé didn't just play football. He transformed it completely. And he taught us this: true greatness lives not on fields, but in hearts.
Years later in Argentina, another poor child would write a story enchanting the world. Even Argentina was unaware. In Buenos Aires' poor neighborhoods, a barefoot child chasing a ball would become one of football's greatest legends. At 10 years old, stepping into professional football, Diego Armando Maradona had the talent to carry Argentina's future. Called to the national team at 15, Maradona became Argentina's youngest footballer and the star of the future. Selected for the 1978 World Cup squad, the young talent was cut last minute and faced his first heartbreak. Transferring to Boca Juniors, Maradona became a legend at La Bombonera Stadium and won his first championship. Receiving a red card at the 1982 World Cup, Maradona witnessed Argentina's early elimination and faced his second devastation. Transferring to Barcelona for a record fee, Maradona experienced a period filled with both brilliance and challenges in Spain. Transferring to Napoli in 1984, Maradona began the struggle to elevate Italy's poorest team to the summit. As the 1986 World Cup approached, Maradona was football's best player, and all Argentina's hope rested on his shoulders. At the Mexico World Cup, Maradona carried his team to the quarterfinal with magnificent group stage performances, captivating the world. Facing England in the quarterfinal, Maradona scored with his hand at 51 minutes and would speak his famous "Hand of God" phrase. Four minutes later, Maradona started from his own half, dribbled past 6 English players, scored the goal of the century, and made history. Defeating Belgium with 2 goals in the semi-final, Maradona carried his team to the final, with only 1 match remaining for World Championship. On June 29, 1986, in the World Cup final, Maradona and Argentina faced West Germany in the ultimate showdown. Making 2 assists in the final match, Maradona led Argentina to a 3-2 victory and delivered the second World Cup. Lifting the championship trophy with tears during the ceremony, Maradona reached his career's peak and became a football god. Returning to Napoli, Maradona turned Italy's south against its north and led his team to their first historic championship. Losing to Germany in the 1990 World Cup final, Maradona left the field in tears and the decline began. Testing positive for doping in 1991, Maradona received a 15-month ban and entered his career's darkest period. Making a magnificent comeback at the 1994 World Cup, Maradona was expelled with a second doping scandal, and the world was shocked. Retiring from football at 37, Maradona struggled with addiction and health issues while his legend never faded away. On November 25, 2020, 60-year-old Maradona suffered a heart attack, passed away, and the world mourned. Argentina and Napoli retired the number 10 jersey forever, Maradona was no longer just a footballer, but an immortal legend. From poor neighborhoods to world summit, from fall to rise, Maradona's story is an epic of passion, pain, and triumph beyond football.
Which story did you find more impactful? We're waiting for you in the comments and to subscribe to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, you can watch the same video or similar content in different languages. You can find the access links to our channels in English, Spanish, and Turkish in the description.